Check this thing out, Jesus. Sheesh. Well guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm sure you guys already know by the title, but Wago caught on fire. So man, I don't even know where to begin. First of all, this happened a few days ago. I got everything pretty much sorted, bled the coolant, did everything. I thought everything was right. I took the wagon for a test drive. She was running really well. I didn't bring my camera with me. I didn't have my phone on me. I just wanted to take it around the street, or around the corner, I'm sorry, and just make sure everything was working out properly. And it was running really well, and then I ended up stopping at a light, and the car shuts off, and then I start seeing some smoke come out. So I'm like, okay, this is crazy. And then a guy pulls up next to me at the light, and he's like, hey bro, your car's on fire. I'm like, what? And so then I hop out, and then I pop the hood, and there's a flame coming from where the injectors are. So it might be kind of hard to see down in there, but as you can see, this injector, or the plug for the injector, is just completely melted onto the injector there. Yeah, so it got pretty hot. You can see there's some sections of the wiring harness that just got melted, man. Like, let's look at the injector harness here. This is just scorched. Like, I don't even, you know, it's not salvageable anymore. So basically I hop out the car, I pop the hood, I see that there's a flame about the size of my hand where the injectors are. So right now I'm like, oh shoot, you know, I'm scurrying around. My fire extinguisher is back in the Prelude, so I didn't even have it on me. So I'm like looking around in the car to see if I can maybe find a water bottle that I didn't finish drinking, or just something, hoping that I could just figure out a way to just get this fire to go out before the whole car burns to the ground. So I can't find anything. Mind you, while I'm like in the car doing this stuff, you know, there's a fire clearly out of the hood, lots of smoke coming out. There's like people like honking at me, like flipping me off as if like I'm really choosing to let my car burn down in the middle of the street. I end up grabbing a blanket that I had in the car, and I really just start beating it as much as I could. Like, I'm panicking right now just because like I don't want the whole car to burn to the ground. It was such a novice mistake for me to have left the fire extinguisher back into the Prelude. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just so excited. So I end up beating it with the blanket. It's still not quite going out, so I just keep doing it, and then I finally get the fire to go out. At this point, I'm like super relieved that I'm able to get it to go out. I'm just like, whew, like I was able to do it. But at the same time, like I was pretty hurt, you know, guys. Like, you put so much time and so much effort into something, and then like you could just lose it like so quickly, and it really didn't take much. So after talking with Robert from Hush Performance and a couple of other people, and kind of just looking at everything down in the engine bay, I think I know exactly what happened. So let me show you guys. So it's kind of hard to see down in here, but this is injector number 4. So basically there's an O-ring that plugs the injector into the fuel rail. This is an aftermarket fuel rail. And from what I was told, aftermarket fuel rails, some of them, like the hole where the injector plugs into with the O-ring, is a little bit tighter than the stock plug-in area. So basically what had happened, you guys probably can't see it too well, sorry, it's just the angle, but basically what had happened was the O-ring down in there that plugs the injector into the fuel rail, it got pinched. So it wasn't plugged in all the way. And there's no way that I really could have known, because I had started the car multiple times before. I had driven it up and down the street before. I didn't smell any fuel. Like, I wasn't getting any hints or any idea that there was a fuel leak. So basically what I think happened was, just over time, after driving the car multiple times, I think the vibration after driving the car around probably just shook it loose just enough to maybe even get a couple drops out of there. And you know, a couple drops on a hot exhaust is really all it takes. To be honest, I didn't even really want to upload this video because it was kind of embarrassing, you know, like, you know, you do all this work and all this stuff, and a lot of other YouTubers don't really show like all the stuff that goes wrong. You know, all you see is, oh, he swapped the car, motor's in the car runs, they work out a couple bugs, and then boom, that's it. But really, guys, like, this stuff isn't as easy as 1, 2, 3, you know, like, there's gonna be roadblocks, there's gonna be things that you run into. And once again, like, I'm not an expert, you know, I'm just a guy that likes cars, and I wanna be able to go fast and have fun. But really, this is just a learning experience for me, you know. I gotta make sure I check everything, make sure there's no fuel leaks, no oil leaks, you know, nothing that can really cause some serious harm to the motor or even the car as a whole. But now that I filled you guys in on basically everything that's happened, I'm super happy and I'm super grateful that I didn't lose the whole car. You know, some damage was done, but not so much that we can't save Wago and it's not salvageable. So basically, I already got a new harness. I'm going to be working with Robert at Hush Performance to get the new harness extended and set up again. I'm going to take the wagon over there so we can kind of look over everything. He's definitely more experienced than I am, so it would be awesome to have a set of experienced eyes looking over everything. And yeah, basically, I just want to get it done right, you know, and just make sure everything is dialed in and sorted. And this time, carry my camera and the fire extinguisher on me. Okay, guys, so it is a few days later. I'm actually at the shop with Robert from Hush Performance. We got Wago towed over here. You guys know everything that happened that I explained earlier in the video. You know, she caught on fire, engine harness got melted and all that stuff. So we got a new harness. We're gonna get that extended. We're gonna get that fitted up today. And we're really gonna just assess, you know, all of the other damage with the car. I know we'll need new injectors and stuff like that. One goal that I have today, it would be nice to try and get the car running again. That might be a little bit ambitious, but I think with the help of Robert and Ty here, I think we'll be able to get that done. So with no further ado, let's make it happen. So guys, I got Ty behind the camera here. He's helping me record today. So basically this was the issue here. You can come in on that. You can see where it's black there and the rest of it is green, right? So what had happened was the O-ring had gotten pinched on the top of the fuel rail. So it wasn't fully sealed. So slowly fuel was like slowly leaking out of where it's supposed to be sealed at. So really that was our issue. And I remember when I was putting the harness on, at first when I put it on, I was just really excited to get the car running. So I kind of just threw the harness on top. And I remember this injector was actually turned to the side a little bit. And then when Robert and I really got everything tightened up and put on properly, I remember I moved the injector back straight. So that probably also did it as well. Like just that movement of putting it back straight where it needed to be probably was the last piece it really needed to really loosen it back up. Check this thing out, Jesus. Sheesh. This guy means business. Sheesh. What you think about that, bro? What you think?
That was it.
Sheesh.
Nice. I wasn't actually expecting it to do that. Let me see how much voltage it's getting now.
Guys, as you can see, we got Wago running again. Super awesome. I couldn't have done it without Robert from Hush Performance. Really, I mean, you guys see the whole thing that's really been going on. As I said before, engine swaps are never as easy as 1, 2, 3. You know, there's always things that come up. You know, I'm really just grateful that the whole car didn't burn down. We were able to save it. Got a new harness. I made sure that the fuel system is dialed in now. We got new injectors, new O-rings. Everything is tightened down. Double checked everything. Looked for all types of leaks. So yeah, I think we're good in that department. But right now we're just letting the car warm up, you know, just letting all the fluids really flow through the system, coolant, oil, all that stuff. And then we are going to try and take it for a test drive. So with no further ado, let's make it happen. Alright guys, so it's a few days later. Wago made it home perfectly fine. She's driving smooth. She kind of has a little bit of a high idle. I think it's going to be a vacuum leak somewhere, so really I just need to comb through everything. VTEC was working when I had first got her running, but now it's not, so I'm going to pull the VTEC solenoid off and I'm just going to see if the screen is clogged. So I got the solenoid off. As you guys can see, the filter is pretty much spotless. The gasket seems to still be in good condition too, so really I do not have the slightest clue as to why it's not working. But yeah, I'm gonna put it back on. I'm gonna check the wiring, see and make sure everything else is working how it should. But yeah, it is a bit concerning that it's not engaging. So yeah, it's really just process of elimination at this point. All right guys, we're gonna see if it works. I'm gonna go to first gear. Still feels kind of weak and I really don't even hear it engaging. Yeah guys, so as you guys just saw, VTEC does not want to engage. I don't really know why, but I'm just gonna go around and ask a few people that I think are a bit more knowledgeable on the fact of the matter and just really see if we can get it to engage. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. At the beginning of this video, you know, Wago had just recently caught on fire, so she wasn't running, and with the help of Robert from Hush Performance, big shout out to you, Robert, we were able to get a new wiring harness on, get everything fitted, and get her running again. Now it's really just figuring out the VTEC issue, and then also it idles a little bit high when I'm just sitting there, so I'm thinking it might be a vacuum leak or something of that nature. But if you guys watched all the way through the video and enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It'll definitely help me out. I'm really just trying to grow the channel, so we're well on our way to 1,000. Yeah, so let's try and get this problem knocked out and get Wago ripping. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.